fired. You're 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 all fired. All four are fired.
I'm as gay as a $3 bill, and I'm standing in a cage with 5
men who want to me.
Your pardon?
Well, I saw a tiger. Now I understand.
I'll take a look. Is that Joe Exotic? That's Joe Exotic.
Free Joe Exotic. Free the Tiger King. That was trending yesterday on YouTube. And it would appear that mainstream media has taken a break from worrying about what's going on the planet right now with everybody being sick to worrying about what the President Donald Trump thinks about Joe Exotic and whether or not he would pardon him. Of course, the president said he would take a look. So that is all of a sudden proof of a presidential pardon incoming. We've also got a new episode of Tiger King set to drop this week and some more information about that. Why am I covering Tiger King? Because it's an interesting show. I enjoy it. And I try to mix up my coverage here a little bit. Video games, Hollywood, music, movies. Just keeping you all entertained if I can. Trump says he'll take a look at Joe Exotic pardon. Joe Exotic finally made its way to the White House. The subject of Tiger King, who is currently serving a 22-year sentence for his role in hiring somebody to reach out and touch somebody, was mentioned during a press briefing with President Donald Trump Wednesday night. Joseph Maldonado Passage, a.k.a. Joe Exotic, is seeking a presidential pardon, claiming he was set up for his mistakes. Now, it's interesting. I watched a little interview from Joe Exotic in the Clink, and it sounds like he's genuinely remorseful for the way he treated animals, and I think that's good. But that doesn't mean that he didn't try to do the things that he did.
you. Get down. Go. Get.
Before everything, Maldonado ran for president and then governor of Oklahoma. It's all addressed in the Netflix docuseries, which is averaging like 20 million views a day for the first week or something like that. Trump said he had not watched Tiger King, but was aware of the popularity of the docuseries. Here's the thing with a lot of these docuseries is too, you could talk about it, the last one, Making a Murderer, and this one. Remember that they are docuseries. They're not really the truth. They are meant to generate conversations and to be entertaining. But there is a lot about, for example, the case that happened in Wisconsin with the Dassies that the documentary left out to plant seeds of doubt, you know, pieces of evidence that were very clear about their guilt that just happened to not be in the documentary. Now you wonder what kind of stuff's going to come out about Joe Exotic down the road and things like that. But nonetheless, it's a fun conversation to have. The president toyed with the reporter, asking whether he thought a pardon should be granted. He finally said he would look into it with a smirk. It's unclear what the smirk meant. Trump's son, Don Jr., previously said he believed Maldonado Passage should be pardoned. I don't think... Look, Trump really... I mean, first of all, he was joking. I know a lot of people in the media is like, if he would have said he watched it, you know what the headlines would have been? Oh, Trump wastes time watching Netflix while the country burns. And so even if he has seen it, I'm sure he couldn't admit it. But he obviously shouldn't be getting involved in this. I don't believe he will. I believe it was just all good nature. Before the briefing took place, it was announced that Fox will air a Tiger King special produced by TMZ, which will feature interviews with people connected to the case and never before seen footage, set to air on Monday. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. What's going to be in that? Tiger King, Joe Exotic, Fox, and TMZ to expose what really went down. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. If you're one of the millions of people who can't get enough of Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, I should say, on Tiger King, good news, there's more coming. Fox and TMZ are joining forces with a special with never-before-seen footage, The Hollywood Reporter reports. TMZ investigates Tiger King. What really went down in an hour-long special hosted by Harvey Levin will feature interviews with people close to the currently incarcerated former zookeeper, Exotic 57, as well as new footage. The co-production is set to premiere at 9 p.m. April 13th, day after my birthday, on Fox, and will examine the questions Netflix raised in the hit docuseries, such as what really happened to activist Baskin's former husband, Don Lewis, and the questions on whether or not Exotic is really guilty for his part in hiring somebody to do a bad thing. According to Netflix, a whopping 35 million people have tuned in to the strange and wild saga of Exotic, his tigers, his mullet, and his multiple husbands, and his clash with Baskin, making it one of the platform's biggest hits ever since March 20 debut. Interesting. The TMZ special will be the first to jump on the Tiger King bandwagon, as it's far from the last. There's an information discovery or ID series coming investigating the strange world of Joe Exotic, and SNL star Kate McKinnon, 36, will play Baskin in a biopic series. Actors such as Dax Shepard and Jared Leto have also expressed their wish to play Exotic in a movie, but at present, nothing has been announced. Exotic himself said he wants Brad Pitt or Joe Dirt to play him.
Rule number one, I'm number one. You hear that?
Joe Dirt. David Spade could do it probably.
Yeah, you want a match? My face in your ass. How about that, friend?
However, Rob Lowe, 56, might beg the Big Cat role. The actor is in discussions to star as Exotic in a super producer Ryan Murphy's scripted adaptation. I mean, he could maybe pull it off. It's interesting, though, now with the bonus episode coming and everything else going on, it's been a really nice distraction. And if I can speak onto that, I'm really glad that all of you have embraced me covering a wider variety of topics. I know that the demand for content is increased right now with everybody sitting at home and getting burnt out on doom and gloom. And so some things I cover will hit, some things will miss, but I'll continue to try. I know Tiger King isn't exactly a controversial thing to cover, but it's interesting to me. I've watched the series twice. I would probably watch it a third time. When Netflix releases this bonus episode, I bet you a lot of people are going to start over again. Netflix is rumored to be working on a bonus episode of its wildly popular Tiger King docuseries. Fans are growing restless as the streamer remains mum with any details. Well, actually, it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed that it's happening, and it's going to be released this week. Joe Exotic was interviewed on March 22nd, and he said, Jeff Lowe, Exotic's former business partner and current owner of the GW Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma, has dropped more hints. Him and his wife recorded a video last week on Cameo, a service where fans can pay a participating celebrity to make a personalized video message, and revealed they were taking part in something new. Netflix is adding one more episode. Will be on next week, Lowe said in a video shared on Twitter by Los Angeles Dodgers player Justin Turner. We're filming here tomorrow. Take care. Stay safe. EW broke the news that Baskin said she had not heard or not been approached about a follow-up episode and would not participate even if asked. Two other Tiger King participants have expressed their displeasure with the final cut of the series. Both Exotic's ex-husband, John Finlay, and the animal trainer, Doc Antle, have said they want nothing more to do with any future projects tied to the Tiger King. During his interview with Cohen, Passage also said that he had talked to a Tiger King producer, but new footage that would be more of a reunion special than a new episode. It's going to be like a live-based episode, I believe. Some kind of reunion. Interesting. I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, he talked about here that he wants to be done with all the memes. Oh, the memes. The memes. Poor Joe. I mean, he obviously did what they say he did. 22 years is probably a pretty spicy take. You see, making tigers disappear and no responsible adults available, often for inspection. You can see the USDA. You can see missing animals. I mean, I think that he probably did bad things. But it's hard to not feel bad for him. He feels like Joe is a bit of a simpleton. And, he says, you know, I'm done with Carol Baskin saga, and I'm ashamed. I can't believe he's done with Carol. I can't believe it. Going to a cage with your animals for a week. I mean, when I left the zoo and I sent my chimpanzees to a sanctuary in Florida and imagine what my chimpanzees went through for 18 years, I'm ashamed of myself, he said. I mean, I think that shows that he is putting, you know, a little bit of reflection. Tiger King also featured Joe married 3 different men. The most recent, Dylan, they were only married for 8 months before, and he said, I can't thank my husband enough for standing by my side. I'm done with the Carol Baskin saga. It's time to turn the table and get Joe out of jail, a free man and exonerated from these charges. I don't think he's going to be exonerated. I think he did what they said he did. But it'll be interesting to watch. And you see here on the outside, Tiger King is a wild and largely misleading. Hugely popular Netflix docuseries leaves out crucial facts about America's big cat industry and the people trying to stop it. Again, that's why when you have to watch these shows, you know, you have to know that there's always more. There always is more. And this will be a defense of that B. Carol Baskins, who definitely, in my opinion, fed her husband to tigers. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Good luck. Good luck, Joe Exotic. I hope to see you a free man soon. As soon as you've done your appropriate amount of time, of course. And I look forward to part 2 of Tiger King: The Resurrection. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.